morning, everyone, and welcome to this half-hour Yin Yoga session. Beautiful time to just take a pause, go inwards, and find some beautiful stretches to just get into our body and nourish our body. So for today's practice, you are going to need either 2 blocks or our at-home little kit, a cushion from the couch, something like this, and a longer cushion like from your bed will really help us with these poses that are nice and restorative today. So have those nearby, go and pause the video if you need, and get either or, the blocks or pillows. I figure not everyone will have blocks at home. So let's come to just lying on our backs to start with. Yeah, and just straight away hug the knees into the chest. And just take a little rock side to side, massaging out your lower lumbar spine. Yeah, and our first pose today is a half pigeon. So you're going to take your left ankle to your right knee. Here's the options. You can have your right foot on the earth like this, or you can hug your thigh or bind your right thigh towards you. If you have a wall nearby, you can press against the wall with your right foot. It's a beautiful way to just get into a nice restful state of support. And the wall helps add a little bit of resistance. So what we're doing is stretching this left glute, little opening for the left hip. Yeah, when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. And see if you can relax the shoulders back and down. So if you're not using the wall, just relax that right foot down towards the buttock. And let's start by just centering ourselves. Notice any noises around you in the distance. Just scanning with a sense of curiosity. You might hear the wind blowing in the trees. People walking by. Little rumbles of your tummy, perhaps. And now bring your awareness inwards. Start to notice the cool air coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Knowing that this sensation of noticing the breath is a beautiful anchor for us to come back to at any time in our practice. Naturally, we might find our mind is wandering, especially at the start of our practice. It takes a while for us to feel settled, come into this moment, embracing all of that process. Noticing the body. So it might feel, you might feel a little bit of tension or discomfort through that left hip. See if you can notice that and be with it. You might adjust the pose, place the foot down on the earth, and relax the shoulders back and down. So for the next minute, it will be silent as we soften through the brow and allow ourselves to just go inwards. Simply noticing the breath. Gently releasing the legs long. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest. Taking another rock. And you might turn this into a happy baby. A little bit more release through the insides of the legs. Yeah, and we prepare for our half pigeon on the other side. So taking the right ankle to the left knee. So we only hold the poses today for 1 minute in silence. And we take approximately 1 minute to, settle into the pose. So that's 2 minutes in each asana. I encourage you to, take longer in each pose. You can use this as a practice at home with the recording. And set your timer for 3 or 4 minutes in each pose. Is a really nice amount of time to allow our mind and body to surrender to the pose. So if you want to, you might bind the left thigh and relax the shoulders back and down. Imagine your right knee is floating away from you. If you've got a wall nearby, you can press your left foot against a wall. Just start to notice the sensations in the body around the hip. And maybe you offer yourself some self-soothing, knowing that this pose is really helping release our fascia tissue around the body. Beautiful for mobility around the hips, releasing through the lower back. So we think of the therapeutic nature of this pose. Tending to ourselves, our body, and our inner self with kindness today. You might relax that left leg, the heel close to the buttock now. And even amongst the feelings of perhaps a little bit of tension, a little bit of stretch, a little bit of discomfort, see if you can find that easefulness, that inner calm amongst all of it. Relaxing the shoulders, softening the brow. We'll be here for 1 more minute. Make sure that the length of the back of the head is on the earth. So tuck the chin slightly. And come back to noticing the natural rise and fall of the breath. Yeah, lengthening out the legs. Just noticing how you feel as you lengthen the legs out. Good. Turning over now to all fours when you're ready. Hope it's all going okay for you at your end. This is certainly a new thing for me. Getting used to the camera being on while we're lying here in silence. It's beautiful that you're open to this experiment with me. We do what we can do to keep the yoga going, eh? Wonderful. Couple of cat cows just to mobilize the spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curve the spine up, round between the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, draw the scapula in towards each other. As you sink through the spine, head pops up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, press through the hands. Just feeling into these shapes, moment by moment. Good. Take the knees wide, press through the hands, and hips come back over the heels into child's pose. Now, what can feel really nice and therapeutic is one of your pillows just between your bottom and your heels. A little bit of cushioning to feel nice and comfortable. By simply letting the arms feel relaxed, perhaps a little bend in the elbows. And let the head just rest on the floor, the forehead. So if your hips are a little higher, that's okay. Take a couple of pillows, get comfortable. You might find a block under your head or a pillow under your head helps too. So feel the belly feeling nice and relaxed. No tension in the belly, let it go. We get an opening for the hips. We get a release through the lower back. And the intention here is to notice that feeling of the support under the forehead. Feeling grounded, safe, supported. So for the next minute, see if you can notice your breath going down towards your lower back. We feel that area expand as we inhale. Gently easing your way back to all fours. Just take some little circles with the head. So we find relative stillness in yin. A lot of our lives are doing, getting from A to B, achieving. There's nothing wrong with that, but the beautiful part of the yin and yang in yoga is that it's great to have both elements in our life. So a lot of us can benefit from more yin. It's beautiful that you're open to this. So our final pose for today is a supported fish pose, one of my favorite poses, a gentle back bend. If you have your blocks, I'll explain this pose with blocks. You can do this pose also with your 2 pillows. So some of you have done this in class with me. With your blocks, you're going to take 1 block behind your head and 1 block down the middle of your back. So you'll be lying on the earth. If you want the higher level, just move the blocks on their sides. So it looks something like this. So you make a T shape and you ease your way down onto your blocks. Just finding that place of rest. So my shoulders can relax back and down. Yeah. Another option is to use the pillows. So take your long pillow just behind you and sit to your bottom just in front of it. With the cushion that you might have taken from the couch, maybe the kids' bedroom, place that just where your head will go, perhaps just over the end of the long pillow. And we're going to use the pillows to open the heart space. And so for me, I like to take legs into Baddha Konasana legs. So letting the knees fall wide, soles of the feet together. And just imagine your heart space opening. So make little adjustments, get the pillow under the head. Make sure the head feels supported. Another option is just to have legs out long in front of you. So for the last part of class, enjoy the beautiful relaxation sensation that this heart opener offers us. And notice the air filling up the lungs just naturally. No need to alter or change the breath. When you send your awareness to your heart space, we can imagine we're filling up that area with peace, acceptance, easefulness, contentment. Everything is just perfect in this moment. Notice any tensions in the stomach, the chest, or the throat. And without trying to change that sensation, just keep breathing in. Love, acceptance, peace, contentment. Softening all the little muscles between the eyes and the forehead. Relaxing the fingers. Simply noticing the breath, breathing itself. When you're ready, feel free to move into Shavasana or corpse pose, where you just extend your legs out in front. So I like to help my legs back to center. And then the legs go long. If you're finding the cushions quite comfortable, you can leave them there, or the blocks. Or feel free to find Shavasana. Take a moment to let the body adjust, feeling a full sense of surrender, letting go. You might take a little longer here just to appreciate that silence, the stillness. I'll close the practice here. Thank you very much for sharing this time with me virtually. Just before we close, let's just take a moment, maybe you're still in Shavasana, to appreciate that quality of contentment that yoga offers us. Knowing that we have everything we need right now, we are perfect as we are. And at the same time, we can have a commitment to personal growth and embracing, the values of yoga. To be our best selves and develop our strengths. I wish you a beautiful day as you embrace your unique gifts you already have. My name is Jo. Namaste.